Welcome to Polk Place. I'm Brian Lacey, and joining me in studio, two ladies, glad they're in here. First is Michelle Shiver. She's from AmeriCorps Seniors, RSVP Polk. She's a coordinator with the Polk County Board of County Commissioners, RSVP program. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And also joining us is Liz Craven. She's a publisher at Sage Aging Elder Care Guide, and she's the host of the Sage Aging podcast. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So first and foremost, I want you to talk to me, if you would, Michelle. Talk to me a little bit about what RSVP Polk is, along with AmeriCorps, and how it fits in here at the county.
Okay. AmeriCorps is a federal agency that is the largest funder of volunteerism in the country. And so that we have a grant through the county as our sponsor to bring volunteers 55 and older into doing meaningful volunteer opportunities. So our volunteers go to nonprofits, faith-based organizations, government organizations, and they help make a difference in the community.
Talk about that experience that they have as within the workforce and giving that experience free to those that need it the most.
Absolutely. It's a lifetime of experience that they bring. And so some of them are still in the workforce, some of them are retired. It just depends. And they bring that experience to a variety of things. So some of them use the experience that they had from their day jobs. And some of them say, you know what, I want to do something totally different, show me something different. So they do everything from lead osteoporosis prevention exercise classes to building houses, delivering meals, working in food pantries, reading to kindergartners, working with adult literacy. They just do a wide variety of things, and we help connect them to those opportunities.
And speaking of connecting to opportunities, Liz, with as far as Sage Aging Elder Care Guide, talk to me a little bit about that and how this partnership has formed with Polk County government.
Absolutely. So Sage Aging Elder Care Guide is a very comprehensive resource guide for older adults in our community. So everything that you can imagine that an older adult might need as they walk through that aging process, and the caregivers of those folks might need as they figure out the maze that is, that's what you'll find in Elder Care Guide. I could talk an hour about that, but I won't. But because of Elder Care Guide, we've been publishing that for almost 29 years now. We've formed a lot of great partnerships within the community, including with RSVP Polk, because we know that the best education is in connecting people with the resources that are going to make their experience better. And so we had come up with Vial of Life project earlier this year in partnership with Age Friendly Lakeland, and decided that we ought to look further and see who else would be interested in partnering on this project to kind of spread the word about what it is. And Michelle approached me and was interested in participating, and so here we are.
So now we have an event coming up.
Yes.
You've got a great partner.
Yes, we do.
And then of course, you've got the volunteers, but we could always use more volunteers. Let's talk about the event itself, talk about the significance of the date, and then the end result, what we're really looking at doing and who needs help the most.
Okay, well, we have a National Day of Service for 9/11 to honor the people that sacrificed so much in 2001 on 9/11. Not only the victims and their families and the survivors, but also the first responders. And so in 2009, there was a day created of national remembrance. And so as AmeriCorps, we participate in days of service. And so we decided that we could do this as a day of service. And so on August 23rd, we're going to get together at the Well in Lakeland, and we're going to have volunteers help prepare these Vial of Lives. And we hope to stuff over 1,000, and then they will be delivered in the Lakeland communities that have been identified by the city in September, around the September 11th date. So we're going to be looking for volunteers to come help us stuff Vial of Life, and they don't have to be an RSVP volunteer. They can be a community volunteer, volunteer Polk. You know, we just need some hands.
Now, Liz, when we talk about Vial of Life, you're holding one. It's got great information in it. Explain what exactly a Vial of Life is.
Yes, this is an incredible program. It's a national program. I cannot take credit for it. It's something that exists, and honestly, as I did the research on this project, could never identify who the exact person was that initiated this program. But one thing that we know is that when first responders go to a person's home, the first things that they need to know are, who do I need to talk to if this person is incapacitated and can't speak to me? What medications are they taking? Who are the emergency contacts? Who is their doctor? All of that important information that if a first responder has their hands on it immediately could save time. 30 seconds, a minute, and we all know that that kind of time saves lives. So inside this vial, what you find is a medical information form. They fill that out, they put it back in there, they put this in their freezer or refrigerator in a visible location. There are also a couple of stickers in there, and they're going to put one sticker on the refrigerator door and one on the front door of the home, so that a first responder knows that Vial of Life information is available and accessible. And so that's what Vial of Life is. And it's a great thing for first responders because it allows them the information that they need to properly care for somebody. They'll know if they're taking XYZ medication that they shouldn't give them a certain type of treatment and so forth. And so we did this as Elder Care Guide. We decided this was going to be our community project for the year, and as we got started, it started to blow up, and we were distributing so many vials that we knew we couldn't do it ourselves, so we enlisted partnerships from the community. Age Friendly Lakeland jumped on, which is a committee of Lakeland Vision. Also other community partners like Care Plus and Oasis Senior Advisors have jumped on to Cornerstone Hospice also, to jump in and help us to provide these. And then the partnership with RSVP came along, and we thought it was a perfect fit between them and the city of Lakeland and us.
What's the significance of the freezer?
You know, I don't know. Whoever came up with this program in the beginning had identified, I guess it's because everybody has one.
Yeah.
It's in a location, the kitchen, that is easy to find, and if it's encapsulated in a small place, it's going to be easier for first responders to find it. Whereas if you say, look in the bathroom, well, that could be in a drawer, it could be in the medicine cabinet, it could be anywhere.
Here's my problem with it. When the beer gets a little bit warm, I put it in the freezer. Sometimes I forget. EMS going through my freezer and going, dude's got beer in his refrigerator.
Well, there you go. They're going to learn a little bit about you, I guess.
Exactly. Well, Michelle, as we heard you talk about the day that you're going to be doing it and where you're going to be doing it and how they can get involved, who they call, where do they look up more information?
Okay, if they go to the county's website, to the Volunteer Polk /RSVP, there is a link to our volunteer match site where this will be posted as an opportunity, and they just click on that and say, yes, I want to do this, and send that off to me, and we'll make sure we get them all the details of the information.
What's the date and what's the last date they can register?
The date is August 23rd for the event. It's a Tuesday, and they can register right up until like the 19th of August, and that way we know how many people we're expecting, and we know what to do.
Well, ladies, it was a pleasure speaking with both of you. Anytime that you have anything going on, the couch, the chair, whatever we have, I love conversations.
Great.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
We do.
RSVP Polk is an AmeriCorps Seniors program sponsored locally by the Polk County Board of County Commissioners. Vial Life Assembly is August 23rd at the Well, 114 East Parker Street in Lakeland. You need more information, you can give them a call, 863-534-5329, or go to polk-county.net and look for RSVP Polk.